Chicago Sky moved both of their home games against the Indiana Fever this year to the United Center. Now, the United Center is the largest stadium in the NBA with almost 21,000 seats, which is more than double where the Sky normally play at Wintrust Arena.
Caitlin Clark's first WNBA game against Angel Reese's Chicago Sky sold out in 1 minute, faster than a fast break. Was all that hype just for engagement, or is this shaping up to be the ultimate revenge game? Either way, this rivalry is heating up. Buckle up.
This game being in the United Center, if you guys did not see, tickets sold out. And tickets sold out in 5 minutes. They sold out in 5 minutes. United Center sold out in a minute. Sorry, not in a minute, 5 minutes. A minute. It was a fight even trying to get tickets. Seats kept disappearing. They started $200. Back in 2007, you get season tickets for that price. You can go and get season tickets probably a year ago for that price in some teams.
The Chicago Sky just relocated their home court, making it even easier for Indiana Fever fans to take over. So much for home court advantage. But don't worry, it's totally because of Angel Reese, at least according to her diehard fans. You'd think she built the stadium herself with the way they're giving her all the credit.
It took just 60 seconds, 1 minute, the time it takes to tie a shoelace, pour a cup of coffee, or check a text. That's all the time the Chicago Sky needed to sell out 20,000 tickets for their highly anticipated matchup against the Indiana Fever. And let's not kid ourselves. The reason is clear as day. Caitlin Clark, from Iowa to Indiana and now to the biggest basketball cities across the country, the Caitlin Clark effect is more than just a catchy phrase. It's a movement.
Seeing the wave of Fever fans coming, the Sky said, "Let's just move." In 60 seconds, tickets were gone. Scalpers are celebrating, while Chicago fans, they'll be scattered in a sea of Fever jerseys trying to remember their own team's logo.
The Sky Fever tickets went on sale at 11 a.m. today for the United Center. This is the game that was changed into the 23,000 people arena, which I think is only 21,500 for games and 23,000 for concerts. But it sold out like that. However,
let's be real. This isn't about Angel Reese. The real reason for the madness? Caitlin Clark. Yet, the narrative gets spun. The Angel Reese effect, as if the stadium wouldn't have sold out anyway, as if fans weren't refreshing the ticket site like a sneaker drop just to see Caitlin play.
5 games against Chicago. That's a huge thing. This league has decided, hey, we know what we have here in this matchup. We know people will watch. And quite frankly, I'm ready to see the Indiana Fever walk the dog some more with the Chicago Sky.
Just wait until opening day. The real show begins then. The Sky will find out what it's like to play an away game in their own city, surrounded by Fever fans who came for one reason only. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's fans will scramble for ways to make it about her. Maybe she's inspiring the Fever crowd. Maybe she secretly owns the stadium. The mental gymnastics will be Olympic level. Next voice. Sky players spent the preseason preparing for a strong home opener, only to realize they'll be fighting for scraps of support in their own arena.
Now, people do not realize, there are some Chicago Sky fans. There really are. But as you guys can tell, not every Chicago Sky game will sell out this year, even in their 10,000 seater stadium. Most won't sell out. And Fever are going to sell out every single game immediately in Cambridge, which is even bigger.
The Dream initially kept things exclusive, treating their small arena like a members-only club for those convinced Caitlin Clark's success was just media hype. But then the Fever came to town and ticket demand started looking like a Beyoncé pre-sale. Reality hit fast. Suddenly the Dream had a revelation. Wait, we can make more money. And just like that, they upgraded to a bigger stadium faster. Then a bandwagon fan swaps jerseys. Meanwhile, the Chicago Sky, who might as well rebrand as the Caitlin Clark Stock Exchange, are leading the charge in cashing in. Selling out faster than a celebrity apology, they know exactly what's driving demand.
What a tangled web we weave when we choose to deceive. And what I am talking about is the Atlanta Dream. Now, if that WNBA team seems to ring a bell, big ding ding bell right in your ear hole, it's because of the drama that happened last season. Came out and said, nah, Caitlin Clark effect, Caitlin Clark fans, nah. Everybody remember that shade she decided to throw at the fans, that disrespect? Anybody forget that? Well, my goodness. There we are right there. Atlanta Dream under fire after co-owners Caitlin Clark fan comments and Sky disrespect. And it was about, here we go. That ain't a representation of us, said about Clark fans. Y'all not like us, they not like us.
And then there's the ongoing subplot starring a certain individual who just can't stand that all this attention isn't about her. Every time Caitlin Clark makes headlines, she suddenly has a lot to say about being overlooked or disrespected, despite getting more media coverage than any other second-round pick in recent memory. You'd think a player so determined to prove her worth would focus on, well, winning. Instead, it's a running tally of perceived slights. Meanwhile, teams are rearranging arenas to accommodate the Caitlin Clark craze, yet some still pretend. It's not happening. Denying the Caitlin Clark effect at this point is like...
there's no doubt that this game is going to sell out. It is like the hot ticket of the season. And incidentally, it is going to break the record for the biggest crowd of a WNBA season.
Arguing the sky isn't blue while standing outside. Ticket sales, TV ratings, jersey purchases, it's all real. And while some players throw side eyes and snark, their teams are quietly thanking Clark for the revenue boost.
Before Caitlin Clark went to the WNBA, the average attendance was 6,109. And then during her rookie year, the average attendance was 15,746, which is a 157.7% increase. We have talked about the Caitlin Clark effect many times on this channel, but I thought that this graphic alone, when you talk about the impact that she has had on the league and specifically the Indiana...
I shouldn't be surprised, and yet I'm still surprised because Indiana Fever preseason, not even like preseason, exhibition game. The Indiana Fever are going to play the Brazilian national team at Cover Hawkeye Arena, Caitlin's college facility. Sold out. They went on sale this morning at 9 a.m. for Fever season ticket holders, Iowa donors, and Iowa season ticket holders for women's basketball. And then general admission was supposed to go on sale tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'm hearing rumblings of like maybe scalpers got in, like the secondary market is already crazy.
I ought to be completely honest here. It is a league first and foremost, and the most important thing is that the league long term is going to be profitable, or at least it looks like it has the potential to be. Otherwise, once that TV deal is done in 3 years, it's over. And right now, this has not been the greatest look in the world for Unrivaled.
You can see Coach Keith Porter is there. He is ready to take Caitlin Clark's game to the next level. They're working on a lot of finishes in this video, a lot of finishes at the rim, and maybe some different finishes that we didn't see from her in the 2024 season.
Teams are rearranging arenas to accommodate the Caitlin Clark craze, yet some still pretend. It's not happening. Denying the Caitlin Clark effect at this point is like arguing the sky isn't blue while standing outside. Ticket sales, TV ratings, jersey purchases, it's all real. And while some players throw side eyes and snark, their teams are quietly thanking Clark for the revenue boost.